summertime. You took this heart of mine. You'll be my Valentine in the summer.
Hi guys, so thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today is more of like a personal video to me, and if you'd like to get to know me, then keep on watching. But also, I have worked on this video for a week, and these are all my memories from 2020, so I would really appreciate it if you'd watch. And yeah. This is my plant that's supposed to be hanged on the curtains, but we did that for the aesthetics of the video. Hi guys! My name is Mai. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I am a 21 years old gal who lives in Israel. This is the first video of 2021 and I am so excited about that. So today's video is just going to be a 2020 recap and my New Year's resolutions. I'm just really late for this trend, but we're doing it anyways because I thought it would be really good for me to like stay accountable for all the things I'm gonna say on this video because it's going to be on the internet. I hope you like this video. I tried to edit it really cinematic kind of vibe. If you do enjoy, don't forget to subscribe down below, like this video, and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified every time I post a new video. And you can join the fam. I want to give our family name, maybe my family, I don't know, because that's just like my name. Let me know what you think down below. I made a pretty freaking bomb pancake breakfast. I have not had pancakes, I think, in somewhat like a month. Does that sound okay to you? No. So I had pancakes, they were freaking delicious. Recipe will be on my Instagram. And yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna start a little bit back from 2020. I'm gonna start in December because until December 2019, I was in the Israeli army. This is a thing every girl, every boy should do once they turn 18, they finish school, they draft to the army. I got released from the army in the 12th of December 2019. Then I felt really free because my army experience was not the best. If you want to hear more, then write down below. Then I worked as a waitress in an Asian restaurant, which I really loved, and I just wanted to save money for my traveling in the next year. In the 26th of December, my boyfriend and I flew to Budapest, which was so beautiful because it was just like a day after Christmas, so everything was still decorated and festive, and they had all those Christmas markets, and we did some shopping there, and it was so freaking beautiful. We had so much good food, so many good experiences. Yeah, so we flew to Budapest, we came back home, and it was already January, and in the beginning of January we adopted our puppy. We went to an adoption center and we picked our little buddy. His name is actually Buddy. If you have heard me throughout the videos say Buddy, it's not because he's like my buddy. He is my buddy, but it's his actual name. So his name is Buddy. He was 2 months when we adopted him. He was super small, super little. I was so in love with how furry and little this little guy was. And not so little now, as you can tell. He's pretty big. I got a lot of vaccines throughout those times. And why is that, you ask? Because I flew to Southeast Asia. In Israel, we have all those WhatsApp groups and we have all these Facebook groups that people can actually like write, hey, I'm flying to Southeast Asia in this and this and this, who wants to join? So that's what I did. I asked who wants to join me for my solo trip. And this girl, Danielle, she said that she wants to come. We met and we decided to fly together. The end of January, we actually flew to Bangkok, Thailand. My first time in Southeast Asia, so it was really new to me and everything there was so new to me. I was so scared of like eating things, but everything was so cheap. So we got like tons of times our nails done. We had like massages. The day after we got to Bangkok, we flew to Chiang Mai and we were basically just in the food market, in the night market. It was so good. And then we went to Pai. We spent 5 days there. And if you have never heard of Pi, you must go. The food in there is amazing. There's this night market filled with like organic, good foods. And I miss it so much. After Pi, we flew to Copenhagen. I have no idea how you say that. We flew to Copenhagen. We spent, I think, 1 week there in this yoga resort, which we do not do yoga. So that was pretty dumb for us to do. But we wanted to like stay away from COVID because COVID has already began in the end of December. Let me remind you. In our entire trip, there was like the COVID thing, and whenever we were in Copenhagen, I was like, yeah, I'm going back home, it's not safe for me, blah blah blah. We had a really big fight. She decided she's going back home, and then we went to Koh Samui, and after being like 2 or 3 days in Koh Samui, each and one of us got to their own paths. She went back home to Israel, and I went to Manila, to the Philippines. So I went to Manila, I met up some people from Facebook again, they were super nice, we traveled for a couple of times, then I met another girl, I moved with her to, where did we go? We were in Fort Barton, yeah, we went there, and then we went to El Nido, I believe we were in El Nido after that. We did some island hoppings. I really had bad times in the island hoppings. I continued to Cebu, Moalboal, and she continued to Surigao. And it was like a really weird experience because it was the first time I actually spent by myself. I went into this hostel where there were like tons of young people. There was this girl, the name Selena. Hi Selena, you're probably not watching this, but she was from Germany and she was the nicest girl I've ever met. She was so friendly. She always had something to talk about, and then I met other people through her, so that was so good and so much fun. Then I thought like, okay, I'm so over from like beaches and like relaxing, it's really nice to do that for like 2 months. I want to change up a bit. So I thought I wanted to go to Nepal. I wanted to do some trekking. Yeah, I know, me trekking, but I wanted to go to Nepal, but it was still not the season, so I decided to actually do a little stop in Bali. I booked a plane to Bali the day before Manila had the close down. So I was so happy and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky and smart and yeah. Then I got to Bali. I met up with other Israeli people. I loved Bali so much. And then another Israeli came over and then we started to talk because one friend of mine, she came back to Israel because her parents were like pushing her. It was like, let me remind you, it's like the middle of March already. It's about like 13th of March. And yeah, and then we started to talk. What should we do? And then I read an article that Gili Islands are closing down, which means Indonesia is starting to close down. And I have nothing to look for in Indonesia. And I've like looked at other paths that I can go in, and like the only thing I could actually do was go back home. And that was like, I'm in tears right now because that was like the best trip I've ever had. And like, why am I freaking crying? I did not think I will cry. It was a really meaningful thing that I did for myself, and I'm super proud of myself for doing it. And then I came back home. I spent 2 weeks on quarantine in this room. So it was super hard in quarantine. I did like a lot of bad TikToks, like I don't know how to dance. I actually started my YouTube channel, like my Hebrew YouTube channel, on this room in quarantine because I was so bored and there was literally nothing I could actually do. If you'd know what's going on in like the Israeli YouTube community, then you'd be like, yeah, no, I'm walking out. I think in August I did like a break so I would know like what would I do. So in August I decided to start this YouTube channel. In May I went back to work because I realized I needed the money. Like I did not work as a waitress. I like packed the takeouts. In May, I found my car and I bought it like 4 days before my birthday, so it was really exciting. And yeah, I needed the car to drive to my boyfriend's place, to my dad's place, to work. I had a birthday in 29th, but it was like a quarantine birthday, so there was really nothing special. We just like had the family over. I don't even want to like remember this birthday. It was so lame. I hate birthdays. Like I really hate birthdays. In September, my boyfriend and I, like, we felt both really stressed at work and he in the army. So we decided to take a little vacation, which you can definitely see on my YouTube channel. This is like the Jerusalem food tour. We had good foods. We had a blast. In October, I started studying in the Hebrew University. I started studying nutrition science, which I'm still studying and gonna study for the next 3 years. Yeah, I want to be a nutritionist. Ever since I got drafted to the army, I had a lot of stomach problems. Like I did all these tests and like nothing came out positive. I was fine. And obviously I was not fine because I still to this day suffer from a lot of stomach pains. And throughout these 3 years I tried so many diets. I like tried the FODMAP, I tried Candida diet and then I flew to Southeast Asia and my stomach was so much better, which was so surprising. And yeah, and then I came back home and I was like,
yeah, fuck it, I'm eating everything I want.
And I feel much better now because I feel like I'm healthier than what I was in the army, where I was like afraid to eat like a piece of bread. They said it was IBS eventually. Because of that, like I'm so much interested in like how food affects your body, and I want to help other people that were in my state. And around I think October, November, I quit my job because that was like impossible. I think that sums up my 2020. Literally, that's my 2020. If I need to like reflect on some things, like the things I'd say I did right are like going on my solo trip, quitting my job. At least for like this stressful time, spend more time with loved ones and family. Like we really had no choice because we were all quarantined together, but I think that was like a really good thing for us as a family. Adopting our puppy, it was the best decision of my life. Starting to study nutrition, that was smart. And things that I do maybe different, like I want to be more aware of like my food intake. Like you see me a lot of times on videos, like what I eat in a week, what I eat in days, realistic, intuitive. Well, I'm not gonna say it's a lie because I do it intuitively, like whenever I feel like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take and blah blah blah. But like sometimes food is just way too good that I just can't stop eating, and sometimes for my IBS symptoms, it's a really bad decision. I kind of want to be more like, you know, aware of the food because I did experience a lot of stomach pains because of this eating behavior, which is not the best. I'm just gonna share with you my New Year's resolutions. I want to get more creative in my videos. Like I want to get inspired from the right people. I want to eat better. You know, like as I just said, be more creative with my meals, maybe even develop more recipes and like actually have the real time to meal prep my food. I also want to work out like 2 to 3 times a week, but if that's not gonna happen, then I'm not gonna beat myself to it. It's fine, but I really need to get my workout schedule back on track because I feel like really sluggish. I want to develop more into my morning routine, some yoga and some meditation to like help me reduce my stress. And that's another thing I want to study in 2021 is how to be more calm as a person. I want to get the best grades I can in university, and like I want to meet new people through university. I don't know, I've met some people, I created some friendships, but it's not like you're my best friend. No, that's not it. That was really creepy. I also want to meet new friends on YouTube. I want to be more interactive with you. So if you want, you can follow my Instagram because I do a lot of polls in there and I ask a lot of questions. So if you want to get more interactive with me, then like follow my Instagram. I also want to journal more and like be more aware of myself. Also, I want to explore new hobbies, learn a new language. I would really like to learn Korean, Italian, or French, like either one of the languages, I'd be happy to study. Also, I want to stick to a budget and like save more money, like maybe open a saving account. I think it's really important, especially next year I want to move out. I think that would be smart to start saving money and budgeting a lot more things. For my nighttime routine, I kind of want to like do more skincare routine and go to sleep earlier. And I don't want to be on my phone whenever I go to sleep and whenever I wake up. I think this is a really negative energy that I don't want to attract to me. I think I'll just like read a book or something. I also want to like read the news more often because I'm not a news person. Like I'm the last person to know things in this country, I think. I think this is like the last thing on my list. It was a long video, I know. Anyways, I post new videos every Tuesday and I want to hear your New Year's resolution. So just write down in the comments and write down in the comments any other videos you want to see for 2021 for me. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Subscribe, like, and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified every time I post a new video. Follow my Instagram. There it is. Have a happy 2021 to all of you guys and have the best year because we have vaccines now. Okay, bye!